Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to what I call an in-depth experiential love reading. Today we'll be doing You and the Boo. Okay. You and the Boo. This is selenite or selenite. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna show up, but I'm going to be using primarily, hopefully, I think, the Romance Angels, and I will be unboxing this beautiful Christmas gift a beautiful, beautiful queen gave to me and the channel. So I don't know why I'm getting messages for something I asked not messages for, but okay. While I unbox this off camera, I'm going to explain what this is. It is an experiential love reading, okay? I will be, what does that mean? It's an in-depth experiential love reading. It goes deep, so we'll be seeing how deep we can go. I will also be using my Eros Oracle. I really don't know who this is going to be for. I don't know who this will resonate with at all, but I will say this. If this is your first time on my channel, or if you're not used to watching longer videos that I read intuitively, and the messages sometimes come out they often come out in stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and I have to go through stage 1 in order to get to stage 2, in order to get to stage 3, in order to get to stage 4. So while it may start off one way, it could finish off another way, because I get multiple stories as well as we go along. The same cards say a lot. So use that and see if all of a sudden the story, if it sounds like the story is now flipping. Oh my god, this is my dream come true. If someone can timestamp, I guess, when the reading starts, if you're just interested in that. But I want to explain how I read, because oftentimes a certain message that has made sense for people has been the last message. Like the last message where at the end I look at the cards again and I see anything else that might be of importance. Oh. Oh my god, look at her. She's so perfect. Oh, my baby. Oh, my queen. Alright. So, I'm just doing the thing that I do with my cards. Anyway. Yeah, you might hear your story towards the end, because that's like an alternative that kind of shows up. I don't know how this reading is gonna go. The last time I did an experiential love reading, when you get Romance Angels cards, you really have to break them in, because they're attached to one another. Like, they're really into themselves. They find safety in, like, being in themselves. So break it. You have to, like, break them. These are much better than this deck. When I first got it, this deck was so attached to itself. So this is good. I was worried. I just have to break them, because they're in order: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you know. So I have to shuffle the fuck out of them, and they're not even upside down. So what else do you need to know about this reading? I don't know if it's for singles and your future boo. I don't know. I don't know if it's for people who are currently in a relationship. I don't know if it's for people who are in a situationship. I don't know if it's for people who are happy. All I can say is my utmost intention is that you are you and the boo is someone else. If you wind up being the boo, then that's very interesting. If you're new to the channel, I read what I see and what I'm picking up. So you're not always in the right, and your opinion and your wishes aren't always, oh my god, look at how fucking shiny they look. Ugh! Welcome to the family. And in a relationship, in any relationship, romantic relationship, or it started, by the way. Okay, this has started. Me talking right now is part of the you and the boo. It's acknowledging that it takes more than one person to run a relationship, more than one person's desires to run a relationship. It takes two, at the very, well, least. Not just yours, not just theirs. There's two people in any given relationship. At least two people anyway. And the sooner we acquiesce to that and recognize that our opinion isn't the only one that matters, and that their opinion isn't the only one that matters in the relationship, I believe that we have a lot more peace, because you don't be a doormat, and you're not also a dictator in a relationship, unless that's what you've agreed upon. But typically that's something that more so happens in the bedroom than in waking life. But again, unless that's what you've both agreed upon. And even then, you've both agreed upon it. You know, it's not like one person was like, I'm going to be the dictator, and the other person was like, no. Like, the other person was like, alright, I'll play the role of being led by the dictator. So just, you know, heads up on that. I know sometimes it can be difficult to remember and acknowledge that our desires are not the only ones fueling any given connection. The connection itself isn't the only thing that fuels a relationship, or lack thereof, right? So I think I have shuffled these beautiful, beautiful freaking cards enough. Oh my god, we're gonna be such best friends. I, like, basically wanted 7 freaking Romance Angels decks. I don't need that much. Nobody needs that many Romance Angels. But I just feel like I love them so much. Having more is merrier. So, that's part 1. This reading, I'm hoping to see your side and their side. The boo's side. So again, I don't know if this is your boo-boo. As in, this is like your person. You are in an established thing. I don't know if you're happy. I don't know if you're separated. I don't know if you're being nosy. Yeah, so we'll see what comes up. I'm still shuffling these babies over here. Mixing them to heck. And let's see. Looks real shuffled. Yeah. These two are so close together. RS. But in reverse. That's funny. That's okay. Alright. Ready? So I'm going to call, oddly, this side you, I guess, and that side the boo, because I thought in my mind when I was doing this was you and that was the boo, but okay. Whatever. There's been a large shift going on, so let's just see. I'm gonna ask the Romance Angels. Oh my god, they're so beautiful right now. I'm gonna ask the Romance Angels to tell me a story about you and the boo. Now, dear Romance Angels and Eros, Cupid, angels of love, spirit, collective spirit, may you please give me some information about you and the boo, please. May you please tell me a story about you. And may you please tell me a story about the boo. Okay. May you please tell me a story first. Excuse me. About you. Oh, I will also do a mirroring aspect. At the bottom of the deck, we have let go of control issues. I will do my best to do a sort of mirroring aspect. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. You are, I guess, feeling like initial hits, you are feeling like you've missed an opportunity. Okay, initial hits, you were thinking you've missed an opportunity. Done. You are thinking you are moving through, actually, also releasing something or someone, the boo, maybe. And not only is it a missed opportunity, but it's almost like you're, dare I say it, getting over the fact that you have missed an opportunity. Moving through the energy of releasing the old opportunity and making way for a new. I'm kind of feeling like I'm seeing someone who is having a heart-to-heart conversation honestly within themselves so far at this stage that I'm reading. Having a heart-to-heart conversation within themselves, and that can be quite painful. That can be triggering. So you may be going through these sort of last remnants of stuff with romance or the boo themselves, and moving through that, well, to the best of your ability, really. Letting go and moving through letting go. I feel actually like this is the overarching energy for what you are doing. Moving through letting go of not just controlling things, but wanting things to be the way you've wanted them to be. And acquiescing to the situation at hand. Or releasing what you used to want and moving away from that, at least in releasing it. It's and acquiescing again, yeah, giving way to what what could be. This is nice. It's almost like a gentle surrender. But it's not so gentle. There's some pain here. I don't know why Heart to Heart Conversations is giving me pain. Like doubts, emotional stuff. You know, for some reason in my mind, two hearts rubbing against each other is painful because a heart is a very naked organ. It's a raw organ. It's not something that you just touch and it's fine. It hurts even if it's another sensitive organ. Those two hearts hurt when they rub against each other. But I feel like that's something that's happening within you. If I look beneath the surface here, yeah, and it's almost like a new heart is, that's gonna sound so weird, is rubbing against an old heart. It's still the same heart, right? Like the heart isn't like old and old looking. It's still the same look. It's the same fucking heart. It's just that one of them is a new heart in terms of like new possibilities. It's almost like one of them is a shadow heart, not a shadow heart, but like, how the do I explain this? It's like it's the same cup, right? When you have a favorite cup, like I've been using this cup, yeah. In this cup, I had tea. I dumped that tea out, and then I made a new batch of tea. This cup is the same, but what I dumped out and what I put in is tea. The tea is the heart. So the old heart was dumped out and a new heart was put in. In order to make way for the new heart, the old heart had to be dumped out. So that's what I'm trying to explain. And that's still quite painful because as the old heart is leaving in this instance, the new heart is not pushing in a volatile way, but it's moving this heart out and trying to enter that space. You are the space, you're the cup. So, but there's some pain in that. It's in this first just kind of initial story because you're saying goodbye. It's two hearts rubbing against each other. It's saying goodbye to the old things that used to be nice. So, for instance, this is like a kid moving to college, or someone putting away their stuffed animals. They don't hate the stuffed animals necessarily, but they're at a different stage in their life now, where their favorite stuffed animal or their favorite blankie is no longer something that will serve them in the way that they need moving forward. So it's like that. We finally got there, where you're saying goodbye to the old, releasing the old, and entering, and that process is painful. That process has a level of ache to it, a level of trigger to it. But it feels good. I mean, it seems like it's the right thing to do. In order to make way for the new, it's just there's a certain way that you can go about new, where you go new this way or new that way. So there's a sense of sadness, saying goodbye to what used to be fulfilling, what used to be a party, what used to be awesome, what used to be beautiful, and saying hello to something not less than, but something basic, something where you're starting over in a way, where you're looking at things afresh and you're looking at them newish. So letting go and releasing of the past to bring in something new. I mean, which makes sense. It's the end of the year. Shit. Okay. At least at this point that I'm reading this. Hey, future people. I'll clarify a few things later, but oh, here comes my most favorite part. Here it comes. The whole reason I was born on this earth. To use 2 freaking Romance Angels decks. You have no idea. I can't wait till I mix them. And then I have to just shuffle this big wad of Romance Angels. Oh, the double meanings. The double cards. The reversals and uprights of the same card. What does it mean? Fucking love it. Alright. Tell me about the boo. Tell me about the boo. Tell me a story about the boo. Ugh, these feel so young in my hand. I know, I love how I shuffle too. I love that my intuition talks to me so differently from others. I just like how my intuition talks to me. It can be difficult, and I got a comment, someone was like, what the fuck is this? To how I read, and I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to say to that. I just laugh because I'm like, shit, I'm with you on that one. There is no bottom of the deck with this one. Maybe a top of the deck? It's forgiving and learning. Alright. So, when it comes to the boo, we have calling in your soulmate in reverse. We have pay attention to the red flags in reverse. Free yourself and deception. For some reason here, I'm sensing someone who feels like they may be losing someone. That's weird. I never got that before. It's almost like someone could be losing a soulmate here. That's really weird. That's new. I'm gonna be teaching a course. I'm in the middle of like receiving I received a really big download for it already. It was completely random. I was walking and I was like, got the download. I had to write it down quickly because you know how these things be sometimes. I'm teaching how to read the Romance Angels the way I read them. I haven't seen anybody read them the way I do. So, I feel like the Romance Angels offer so much more than people allow them to offer or connect with them. So I'm working on that course. So keep your eye out for that if you're interested. But yeah, they're a riot. I love them. Oh, these feel so young. This feels like, I don't want to say someone losing themselves, but that's something that I also got just now. I can't see this. Someone losing themselves. Oh my god, I know why I got that. Wow, firstly, thank you. Look at that, finances and career in reverse. Come through. I know what that means. But let me, okay, let me just focus on this. Oh, wow, that was really beautiful. I need to trust my intuition way more. Someone losing themselves, someone feeling like they're losing themselves and about to make a move into themselves. Sometimes I feel like I talk like Abraham Hicks. When you are wanting what you are wanting and not wanting what you are wanting it. What? Let me explain, yeah? They're losing themselves in that they are sort of morphing. They are... Look, forgiving and learning popped out again. Maybe they are forgiving and learning. But the boo seems to be morphing. losing something, losing a part of themselves, or maybe even feeling the loss or step backation of you. But the boo here is losing themselves in a way that is losing an old layer, in the way that a snake sheds its skin, in a way that, what other fucking animal does that? A caterpillar becomes a butterfly, except this is not someone who's become a butterfly yet. They haven't done it yet. They're in the process of it. They're like the caterpillar in the cocoon, but I wouldn't even. This is someone who. Is today Friday? This is someone who. It feels like Friday. This is someone who. Oh, okay. Could be waiting for Friday for them to step into themselves. So this is. Oof, okay. You know how Friday, people wait until Friday to have fun? People wait until the weekend to live their lives. People wait until the weekend to be free. This person is not free yet, but they're in the process of it. If, again, there's another choice here, they're in the process of it, but you get to choose whether you free yourself in this direction or that direction. What does freeing oneself look like to someone? Some people go buck wild when they free themselves. I think most people actually do, and then they calibrate. What they're losing is old skin. What they're losing is skin that no longer serves them. That's funny. There's like a mirroration here, huh? But it's different. No, it's not. They're losing something that no longer suits them. But it's twofold. In the loss of them losing, okay, in the process of them losing something that no longer fits them anymore. Oh fuck, I lost it. That no longer fits them anymore. They're feeling like they're losing something. On this, it's someone who's releasing, someone who's saying goodbye. This is painful. This is semi-conscious. If you're someone who's into these things and you know what's happening to you, so then it is conscious. So let's say, like, you know that this is what you're going through. You're fucking triggered as fuck. You're waking up angry. You're sad for no fucking reason. And, like, you're purging through some shit and you're like, fuck life. Alright, for a story later. But you're crying over the past, not necessarily physically crying, but you're still sort of in that mourning stage. But here, you're going to a good place, I can say. Okay, you're going to a good place. Again, you still get to choose which way you're gonna go, but I feel like you're going to a good place. You're going to a place where you're going to be calibrated. This hasn't happened yet here. And here the difference is, this feels like a loss. In a way. This is almost like that person, that guy, who realizes that he's getting too old to chase young girls. And so, well, I guess he does go through some, and he realizes that he can't slick his hair back anymore or do the young, cool, hip stuff because now he just looks ridiculous. And so he's not painful, oh, I guess it is painful in a way, but he's slowly coming to terms with the fact that he's getting older and the young girls no longer want him in the way that they used to, and so he kind of has to step into where he's at, so step into the age he's at, and maybe consider looking at women closer to his age range. If we use a rough example of age, right? This could be someone realizing that the people in his circle no longer serve them, or how he's been in life is no longer serving him. It's sort of like that. It's like, this is like growing up in a way. This is growing up as well. It's just in a different way. This is a letting go, where someone is now choosing to let go, or being forced to let go, and ergo choosing to let go, because that seems to be the only choice. You know, it's like a non-choice. Here, this is someone who's been letting go. That's funny. I guess it is for both, I suppose. This is someone who's been letting go. But I feel like something sparked things up again. The boo is moving to a new level, shedding skin from snake to snake. From old deck of romance angels to new, fresh, young deck of romance angels. Oh my god, they're so fucking like just everything. I still love you. We're still together. This is just so nice. And they're listening. They're listening and acknowledging. This is almost like us. I like masculine energy, because masculine energy is like bae. Masculine energy is like, okay, well, I'm getting old, so I'm gonna do this. It's like, it's not. Yes, it does. Like, yes, there's masculine energy that like clings on to certain things, but there's that decisive energy. Some of that is here. That to me feels like that's happening more or less. It's like something triggered something there. I don't know. This to me feels like there's a little bit more control, a little bit more choice here. Choice? Like, okay, fine, it's time to grow up. I'm gonna cut my hair now and act like a grown-up. Whereas this is like, I've been acting like a grown-up. I bought the heels, I wore the makeup, I cut my hair, I bought the suit. Why is it that I'm still not taken seriously? Arrgh. This is like, alright, fine. Like, ugh, fine. It could be begrudgingly, it could be like, ugh, no, there's definitely like some ache here, some, you know, I wish I could have played a little bit longer. I wish I could have hit a little bit longer. But at the same time, there's still a stall here because I haven't seen... This horse hasn't jumped out of its cage, basically. Okay? That's a lot. What are you trying to do? Yeah. Chemistry. Unbalanced. In reverse. Anything else? Oh my god, I love the attraction card. You have no idea. I'm gonna get this blown up as a fucking poster one day. Maybe. I do have my own attraction painting. Watch the video if you'd like. It's a time lapse. It's beautiful. I'd like to say on this side there's hope. Finances and career things. It came out, I laughed and giggled. The bottom of the deck is release your ex in reverse as well. So fucking cute. At the top, worth waiting for. At the second top, you deserve love. At the third top, heart-to-heart conversations in reverse. So, that's funny. Okay, so in any case, yep, you're right. Finances and career came out. I laughed and giggled. I was like, I don't know what that means. I didn't say anything. Thank you for coming out. Hear what I'm seeing with finances and careers in reverse and attraction. I talk about, I'm seeing someone who again has to like put down what they've been doing and move towards what is more, not logical necessarily, but what's more making sense. So again, going back to that person, the guy who wants the young fillies, realizes the young fillies don't want him, that doesn't feel good. What feels good? Well, these older or age-appropriate fillies, or this section of fillies over there, or whatever. Fillies means women, to me. Young things, tenderonis, or women over there will want me. What do I need to do to get them? I'm gonna do that. So this to me is like following and doing the things that you need to do to get to where you want to go that's going to fit this new identity. So for instance, I don't know about snakes and their skins, but I mean, I guess the snake is still, it's still skin, but I would assume it's still like sensitive, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. What happens when a snake sheds its skin? But this person here, the boo, could either, again, take multiple paths. But if I was to limit those paths into two, they will, well, it's the same path really, but it's a different type of path, because they could wear this mask and take this course, or go this side, but this side could also be the mask that they'll wear until they're no longer wearing it. Because here is someone who's losing a part of themselves, either losing a part of themselves in the form of you, and losing a part of themselves in the form of a part of themselves, and looking to going ahead and, like I said earlier, heeding that action and saying like, okay, fine, well, I don't want to lose this, or I am losing this, so what can I do to mitigate this space, and doing what they need to do to mitigate that space. But not having done it yet. mm. At the top of the deck, we have romantic feelings in reverse. And the question in my mind I was thinking was, what is the mutual shared energy here? And then I looked at the top of the deck, and that's romantic feelings in reverse. And I don't believe that's not true. I feel like what each of these are going through is not something that they're sharing with each other. Yeah. Hey, Eros, honey. Did you want to say something? Okay, since this is an in-depth experiential love reading, I will try to do things what I call the gross way, simply because it feels so nasty to me, but like everybody does it, and I can't for the life of me do it like that. But oh, gross. Oh god, gross, I can't. Guilt's popped out. I don't think I will. I don't think I will, dude. I don't know, maybe I will. I don't know. What is the mutual energy between these two? Let me find that spread. Yeah. Huh. I have been reading this all wrong. Okay. Alright, let's do it. You raise me up so I can... I was raising you up. Can climb the mountains. Alright. The spread tells me something. This is so silly. I can't... Okay. Alright, well. well, whatever. Oh, interesting. Okay. Guilt came out anyway. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So, each of these has meanings. Oh boy. We learn together. Okay. So, it looks like when it comes to you and the boo here, the saga continues. A lot of fantasy, but nothing concrete. And yeah, yep. So it seems here. Well, with the colors anyway. But let's see what I get from this. So, when it comes to the quality of the relationship or bond between you and the boo, kiss is the quality. Which is interesting. It's odd. It's what I was gonna make the cover of this video, I think. It's the cover of the box, for heaven's sake. This is the quality of the relationship at this moment. What's funny to me is they're both doing something, but then also like not doing each other, but like they're like that though. They're both doing something else and also doing each other. They're both like connecting to other things, but also intimately connecting to one another. She's playing the piano and he's helping conduct the tune of the piano. In a sense, he's leading and she's playing along, which is interesting. That's crazy. But they're both working together. Making beautiful music together. At least to them. And look at that, it's an 8. That's cute. This almost feels like as they're working together or working alone to make something beautiful together, they can't help but connect anyway. A kiss is very intimate, man. So shit, between the two of you, I guess the quality of this bond is some sort of intimate bond. What can I say? Intimate and connected bond. I am surprised. Okay. Let's see what the book says on this. The book describes this as a young woman seated at a piano, is intent on playing, but her partner halts her with a passionate kiss. Which reminds me of that story a little bit, in terms of what you, because you are the lady, by the way, like you're the lady in the picture, and your partner is the one holding the script, the music notes while you play them. And even if they try, not that if they try to play you, they're still playing themselves. No, well, maybe. But it's almost like, for the both of you, try as you might, not to say you still find your way to each other, be it in thought or in motion and physicality, but it's, God damn it. I didn't want this to be no twin flame reading, man. I wanted this to be just you and the boo. But I suppose it's because it's an experiential reading. It's my loose intention is to gain an understanding of you and this other person who we call the boo, and see them as a whole other person, and not just, an accessory to your life, or you an accessory to their life. This is really intimate. I mean, you can say sex is, sex is definitely really, I'm sure, powerful, blah, blah, blah. But there's something really intimate about a kiss. Like, a kiss is deep. Sex has been turned into multiple things. A sideshow, lewd, or all sorts of things. But a kiss is still this strong thing. Judas kissing Jesus and him being like, yo, player, for real? With a kiss, bro? People always say, oh, from the first kiss, blah, blah, blah. No one says from the first, fuck, no one says that. But did you feel it? It was in the kiss. People say that. Let's keep going. Significance. Intense display of affection, ain't it? A deep kiss, a reciprocal taste, a meeting of souls, desire for fusion, mutual exploration of intimacy. An intense but gentle relationship based on complicity and similarity of tastes and fantasies. So, I believe in the beginning I said this has a lot of fantasy and not so much concreteness. Let me look at that again. Yeah, a lot of fantasy, but nothing concrete. It's exactly okay. But nothing concrete. And yeah. And how things will kind of seem to be going as they have been. So on and so forth, etc., etc., etc. With this, when it comes to the quality of the relationship or the bond, it seems to be intense. Something that when you're in it and it's good, it's good. It's something you can give yourself to. Something that when you look back on and you're not in it, and you're really feeling that you're not in it, it becomes a source of hurt, maybe. While for the boo, well, where I want to say, in order for them to have that, they realize they have to lay down certain, not burdens, but lay down certain things in order to have that in their lives, either with you or period. to have that intensity, that connection, that truth, that heart recognition truth that they're drawn to, undeniably. Undeniably. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Dominion. Oof. Possession. B. It's not possession, but that's what I get from that. So, this is the position of what the partner feels here. And it's the only reversed card. Dominion. I would say fresh off, just intuitive, it's either a loss of dominion, loss of control, loss of something. This isn't the lost card, because there is an actual lost card, but it seems like they've lost their footing off of this big cock, this big chicken here. It's a cock, though. It's a rooster. Sorry, that's like the appropriate word. The boo is this lady. And while she was in control, she's no longer in control here. When it comes to you may have thought things were moving along on a certain pace, but didn't realize that you weren't necessarily on a roller coaster, but you were on those, those horsey rides, the carousel, which still go up and down, and you fucking want off this ride. Because this is a carousel. Isn't it funny how different meanings, I am always amazed by that. A rooster on a merry-go-round, that's what it is, a merry-go-round, turns quickly, ridden by a young woman. Its red crest is like her hat, is it? And her blue dress is the same color as the plumage. Significance, domination of one's partner. Erotic prevarications, an active role in love games, daring, initiative, quick preliminaries. That's not happening here. No. Not yet, anyway. Because this deck is also born in the upright, but you can always count on loose Lumiere to make things difficult for herself. She is the kind who moves quickly even with respect to questions of love. She has no time for small kindnesses and denies you the right amount of cuddles. Excuse me? This is a loss of footing for me. But I like that it's here, because it's one where when you lose your footing on a carousel, or when you lose your sense of how things were, you are forced to slow down and look at certain things that you took for granted, like gravity or physics or like speed of life. Like you're forced to slow down, and while that sucks, it still helps you gather a better footing. So with this, they've lost a mask, and that sucks, right? They've lost a part of themselves that they were used to, and now they get to step into a role for themselves where they have to choose which kind of mask they're going to wear next, right? Which skin are they going to harden and then shed later? Which skin are they going to wear? What are they going to do? What's their move? They've laid down their burdens in a way here. In a way, right? It's metaphorically speaking, and they want to then, they have to figure out now where it is they're going to make that decision. That's what I'm getting there. So now they have to gather their bearings and see which mask they're going to put on. Here, you've been on the carousel ride, man. It's a merry-go-round for you. It's just been on and popping. What you're faced with is gathering your bearings over this latest kind of upheaval. This could even be, honestly, in a situation where things aren't that bad. This could be someone who, I'm going to do that later. Just one story at a time. I don't want to deal with that right now. One story at a time. If this isn't working for you and your relationships are happy, great. Like, good. And, like, you're set. Awesome. This doesn't even mean that things are bad. These two people could be married and living together, and this could be some issue. I don't know. Christmas, holidays, I thought we would spend it together, and this person's like, now I'm realizing that I haven't been as present, and now it's Christmas and I'm going to be off break, and now I have to spend time with my family, and oh boy, now I have to put my family hat on. This could be someone entering retirement and now realizing that they have to be a different kind of person in retirement. This could be a person who, when it comes and how it affects their love relationships, this could be a person who is not say giving up. There's a sense of like giving up here, but that's like neither here nor there. There's a sense of giving up, and then there's a sense of like weird hope, which I can't explain to you, but like there is with this person on this side, and they but they're looking to share with their partner and talk to their partner about something, but they need to figure that something out first. For both of these two, it seems like there's a letting go of something. It's happening in a different way for each as it pertains to the relationship. So, shit, it's an hour later, right? But if you hung in there and one of those things was your stories where it's not that bad, Luce, then it's not that bad. But I guess I like to err on the side of caution, or for some reason my readings go deep on like, you're in pain. Like, I don't know. But I trust that you would calibrate it for yourself. But it can be hard, because I listen back to my own readings and I'd be like, damn, woman, I don't know who you're talking about, but I hope they're okay. I like this in reverse. I like Dominion in reverse. Come through. Especially in terms of how you're feeling. Because you're going to move slower. Both of you. This person is moving slow. They're not moving. They're passive. They're thinking. They're still making a choice. They're passive. They haven't yet decided what they're gonna do, which mask they're gonna take. But they're yeah. Boo is. I trust Boo. I like that attraction came out because I trust Boo to do the right thing. Okay. At least for themselves. It's just hopefully they're using the self that is a mask that makes sense. But I feel like they're thinking about it. It's passive. And not in a... It's passive in that they're thinking about things. They've paused in a way because they see they're losing something. That something could be you. And so they're pausing a little bit to think. And thinking looks different for everybody. You... Oh boy. Moving on. The third position... Oh, I used the wrong... I used the wrong spread. Whatever. How to excite each other. And how to maybe excite the bond. Let's say. You get boredom. To me, this says how to excite each other is in the mundanities. If you're both moving slow, and I know that sucks because some people want to move fast, but Again, think about how fast you're moving. Your heart isn't even settled there. This person hasn't decided what they want. Where are you fucking going if you want to move fast? I get it. I get it. I'm talking to myself right now. Like, I get it. You want to move faster, but it's like, chick, slow down. Dude, slow down. Where are you even going? Your heart isn't even fully transferred into the cup. Fully. And this dude here is still doing whatever the fuck he needs to decide here. Like, this person, both these two dudes, these two people, boredom and the mundanities is what works. If this is a couple, people who are currently in a coupleship, doing the basics, chopping wood, carrying water, is what I'm gonna say. Let's look at what the book says. That's what I get from boredom. If that's how you're gonna excite and ignite the bond, being basic, fucking be basic. I love these words. Straddling a chair. A woman dressed in a provocative manner flips distractedly through a book. Okay. Significance. Boredom. Lack of interest. Apathy. Refusal of routine. Tiredness. Need to escape. Subtle frustrations. Unsatisfied eroticism. Which makes sense. Of course, this is probably where y'all at anyway. Too much of anything in the end becomes disgusting. A little mystery and a few refusals could reawaken the interest. Especially for those who aren't necessarily coupled. Most likely, I'm most likely talking to you because I doubt the boo is watching this. Unless you're a couple that watches these videos together, then come through. That's awesome. I had a few confirm my pick-a cards, and their boos were like, how did she know? That's exactly how I felt about you. It was so cute. I read a good male energy, I think. I'm a good. I do well. A little boredom here. Mystery. They ain't gotta know everything you're doing. You ain't gotta post all the time on social media. You can keep it chill. You ain't gotta be in so much communication. Let them wonder. For you, you may do with reigniting your passion for this relationship in a way that's good, in the way that may bring about a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. If you kind of just stop trying with this boredom here. Alternatively, if you are with somebody and you've not been doing anything at all, do something. I have to say that. Like if you're a couple, plan something. Do something wild. Not crazy. Like, don't come for me if something pops off. I'm saying, like, answer the door in lingerie. I don't know what you do. Like, I don't know what you're about. If this is a couple who's feeling like their romance has died down in their relationship, it probably has died down in their relationship, and I would say your partner is still interested. They've just been busy and they may be coming around because they're also feeling the detachment. And so you may be having an ignitation in your relationship, which is nice. That's nice. That's good. A little mystery and a few refusals could reawaken the interest. Basically, what I'm seeing, in order to reignite this or ignite this or excite this bond, this relationship, is to polarize, do something different from what they know you to do. Okay? So if you've been known to, and this will be hard, and I'm not telling you to do this, but if you've been known to pick up every call that they send to you because you fucking just love talking to them, shit, I don't blame you. This is maybe not picking it up. But then again, I'm not telling you to like play games. I'm telling you to maybe do things in your life so that if you do miss a call, it's because you were legitimately doing something, not because you were trying to, you know, do some stuff that didn't make any, that was like gamey, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like actually fill your life with stuff. And that'll excite this bond, aka this person here, to feel more attraction. But I feel like there is still a pull here. I mean, obviously with this kiss here, it's mutual, so. And for them, it may be exciting to you when your boo is doing these things that they weren't doing before. Oh, they're not calling as much, or oh, they're not da 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 da. That's exciting, right? You're leaning in, you're chasing, you're looking at them a little bit more, you're, you know, being triggered over that. That's exciting the bond still. It's breaking the monotony of, you know, boredom. Sometimes boredom is fucking nice. I can't wait to be bored with a partner in the future. In like a beautiful way where you're just cuddling on the couch, cozied up with sharing one large blanket together, watching nothing but hearing each other's heartbeats or something. Give me that boredom. Like, stability shit. But yeah, sometimes drama is excitement. So there's this sort of drama here. Guilt. I'm also seeing here from boredom. Someone legitimately like Googling and like looking at sources on how to like win someone over, how to get someone interested in you, how to get a girl to call you back, how to get a guy to call you back, or like how to make them miss you, how to, like, you're Googling things, you're looking at books on attraction and like the opposite sex, how to how to make them want you, or how to, you know, whatever. Like, I'm seeing this and you and it's either you look at all this stuff and you're like, fuck it, or like you look at this stuff and you still try. And if you've been trying, stop. Because it's not, I don't think it's working. No. It's not working. It's not working. Oh my god, her boobs are out. She looks great, but she also looks cold and uncomfortable. It is winter out here. You can't be wearing this in the dead of winter with that freaking winter hat and you got your tatas all exposed like that. Who is that helping? It's not you, boo. You. Or boo. Is this person doing too much for you? I don't know. This is clearly for the ones whose boo is not. Well, I don't know. You let me know. I'm always surprised, but maybe you are boo, and they are you. Guilt. Let's get into it. Let's do it. This is in the fourth position. Oh boy. So that's about the future, the developments of this bond. Guilt. That's fun. Two clandestine lovers are surprised by a man in uniform while they are exchanging embraces. She is sitting on his knee while he is caressing her under her skirt. Girl. Oh, he's just touching her thigh. We're alright. Feelings of guilt, surprise, dismay. The feeling of being caught in the act, enjoying the forbidden. Transgression, but with difficulty. That sounds awkward. When the fire is lit, the beam is visible, and the connection is not a secret anymore. It will finish, of course. Damn. It will finish off course? Is of course and off course spelled the same? I need to Google this. Off course is with two F's, right? Oh, come on. Is it? I need to look this up real quick. Like, fast forward the video by like 10 seconds or something. Yeah. Not following the intended route. When the fire is lit, the beam is visible, and the connection is not a secret no more. It will finish, of course. What do you mean, finish? So, while the saga continues... Let me pull an extra card here. And then we have Lost in Reverse. Anyway, I don't like saying this because I'm not that person, but this looks like a spiritual, like, connection. Okay, you and the boo have this spiritual kiss, because this is too deep for, like, just some physical shit. This has to be. This is, like, the draw to each other. This is divine feminine, divine masculine. I don't care if you're a twin flame or a soulmate or you don't subscribe to that. This feeling from this card was, it was different. It was deep. This looks like what... This looks like what this shit looks like in the mundane. Look at this. Oh no! Officer, what? Like, that's some classy, deep shit, and this is, like, normal. Like, that's human. That's 3D. Look at that. This pops out. Prefer, expectation. Okay, no, it's not prefer, it's expectation. Tell me about this. Is that the card I was looking for, I wonder? To get to your objective, you should act with patience, respecting the rhythms of your partner. Time is in your favor. Okay. Is this fuchsia or purple? Oh. Wait a minute. Developments. I'm glad I didn't say that. Okay. You miss the romantic context to get immediately to the point. I like that. Okay. That's another thing about rushing. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. The common bond was here that there was a fantasy without anything concrete, but also missing the context of the connection. And wanting to get to the end. Like this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And perhaps not realizing or fully embracing, which, I mean, I get it. The fact that the connection is the journey. The journey is the connection. The journey is the end game. The journey is the goal. The journey is the relationship, in a way. Because what you learn from that and what Boo learns from this is getting them closer to their destiny. If I look at it from a certain twinny perspective, they say the goal of twin flames is union, but I mean, union isn't like, it's not like a fucking storybook. The book doesn't close and it's like, all right, great, they lived happily ever after. Like, no, you wake up the next day and there's like Monday and Tuesday, and therefore, you know, the work that has to be done in twin flame relationships is currently happening now. Not just waiting for a union to begin your mission, but you are currently in your mission, and your twin thing is flaring you up in the way that it needs to, awakening you, pleasing you, destroying you in the way that you need to be. I use that very loosely. I don't want to say it, but you need to be in order to get you to where you need to go. That is the journey. That is the overall point. Union could be a cherry on top. No, don't mind what I just said, okay? Hear it and then forget it. Keep believing what you want to believe. Do what you want. What I'm saying as it relates to you and the boo, having the boo do what you want the boo to do isn't the point of you and the boo. Getting to that point, if that is the point that it ever gets to with this particular boo, that journey there is the point. That journey there is the gold. That journey there is the meat and bones. Which sucks, obviously. Because when you feel a connection to somebody, you want them. And you want them to... There's a song by Dodie, Would You Be So Kind? Which the lyrics are, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I like you, and that's not enough. So if you please, just fall in love with me. And she goes, do me a favor. Can your heart break something a little? Do me a favor. So she's basically saying, like, dude, can you just, like, fall for me real quick? Like, can you do me a solid and just, like, feel for me what I feel for you? Would that be okay? I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, sometimes, like, I get that's what we want. It's just, like I said in the beginning of the video, Boo is a whole fucking person, not an accessory to our life, and they have will. They're not a puppet. Neither are you. You're just aware of certain things. So, in any case, going back to guilt here, future developments of the relationship. When the fire is lit, the beam is visible, and the connection is not a secret anymore. It will finish, of course. I don't know what the fuck that last part means, but what I'm seeing here is I hate saying this. I don't hate it. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. But it's a recognition of souls. It's so cringy. Who says that? It's a recognition of souls between you and the boo. It's a recognition of souls. I cannot deny this kiss here. I cannot deny it. It's a recognition of souls. One that can't really be hidden. This beam of light thing it's where you can't help but see. I love that because we get to maybe end here, but it's where you see that someone's light is on and you can't help but be attracted to it like a moth to a flame. When you keep your light on, you shine bright as fuck. And yeah, it can't be hidden, and it'll draw more light to it. For the both of you. Yeah, let's go back to doing things the weird way. I don't know how people do this. I can't. So gross. This is dissatisfaction. I've never seen this before. This is a little Cupid throwing water on a lady. I feel like this is a little Cupid throwing water on the connection, be like, get your ass out here, get your ass on. And it comes out in the reverse, dissatisfaction. It's funny, a lot of those. So with this new color being introduced here, it goes from a lot of fantasy, nothing concrete, and the bond reaching a certain apex and changing of direction, which helps with the guilt, because if it ends, then I would like to think the cycle ends individually. This person chooses the new path, and this person chooses the new path, entering them both into something different, where something different gets to play out between them two. What I'm seeing here is something going well, actually. I don't know. It's weird when I get readings where things go well. I did, yeah. Let's see what that says. Dissatisfaction. Ready for love, a young woman tries to escape a jet of cooling water thrown at her by a disrespectful Cupid. Frustrated plans, a cold shower, delusion, unsatisfying relationship, ungratified desires, a rude awakening from a dream. Ain't that the truth? But it's almost like a good thing here. It's almost like all of these things, but in a good way, with it being reversed. Like, so it's like what was in the shadows is no longer in the shadows. Now things are in the light. This cop pointing out this affair. It's sweet. It's innocent. I know that said like that was grand and beautiful. That's all made up and like really nice and like not a real thing in life. This is real. Like, this is some real shit. Like, this is how real people be sitting. This is how real people be looking. Nobody I know is looking fucking like this, all glamorous and shit. Holla at me if you are. Invite me and buy my clothes, take me shopping. But, like, this is real people. You see? He just has, like, a basic-ass watch, basic-ass shoes. She's just, you know, TCM, Turner Classic Movie style. I like that. It's almost like a sigh of relief. That's what I'm seeing from this guilt. Like it's a sigh of relief. There's a certain understanding that's reached in the future of this bond as it relates to these two. I want to say on that end, it's the understanding of that part where I was saying it ends well. Where this person comes down, where they go to base and they're basic. Where this person sheds that mask, you know, what they used to be, what they used to know, and eventually steps out of this thing towards what hopefully their heart desires. It's a light that shines. Now, I'm hoping it's not a fucking tower moment, because you can say light and I can say light and I can hear tower, like lightning strike, okay? I'm hoping it's not, but this little Cupid being a little fuck here and throwing water on people, kind of a dick move. But, you know, hopefully the fact that it's in reverse is just something different. I was gonna do some tarot over this to see what tarot has to say, but it's already been like an hour, 30 minutes, and I think I'm talking to myself right now. I did say it was in depth, right? It's no good insisting, it just increases the frustration. For a single affair that has ended, 100 more may begin. Interesting. And that's this in the reverse, and they both talk about endings of something. So that's pretty major. Well, it's pretty big anyway. That's nice. For people who are waiting for something to end, what's going on between them, or what's going on with another person, either way, some sort of, I feel like it's a good ending, actually. I feel like it is, man. Like, I feel like it's satisfactory. It helps break things that didn't need to be there anymore. It's feeling more and more like a tower. And the tower and the sun will burn the shit out of you too. Like, oh, I thought it was the sun. Yeah, and you're like, this naked boy is in the sun. Where are his parents? Where are his parents? I hope he has sunscreen. Let's see what tarot has to say about this, if you're still around here. If anything, this is just for me, shit. No. Something does come to an end here. Something does close. Something gets illuminated. And may show the various options both people have. The Chariot. The Chariot freaks me out when he's in this direction, because it looks like he's headed for the tower. Like, I can't. The Chariot in this direction, I just cannot deal with him like this. When the Chariot is, like, moving like this, I'm just like, because he's coming to seek and destroy. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. It's not bad. I just, girl. Is he smiling? Oh, he's smiling. It looks like he's bringing some sort of healing. It's just on this end, I like that he has a cup, you know? It's a little bit softer. Let's see what this says. Tell me a story. Do me a favor. Can your heart break? I need to find those lyrics. I have a question. It might seem strange. How are your lungs? Are they in pain? 'Cause mine are aching. Think I know why. I kinda like it though. You wanna try? Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? You see, I'm trying. I know you know that I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love. I think it's only fair. There's gotta be some butterflies somewhere. Wanna share 'cause I like you, but that's not enough. So if you will, please fall in love with me. She's so cute. Let's write a story. Be in my book. You've got to join me on my page. At least take a look. Oh, where are your manners? You need some time. Let's swap chests today. That might help you decide. Oh, hashtag me. Oh. Oh, do me a favor. Can your heart rate rise a little? She's trying. She's trying. Can't help her. Can't help it. So if you will, please fall in love with me. That's that song, Would You Be So Kind by Dodie. It's a really great song. I love it. Okay. Reading the Chariot here on this sort of outcome-ish thing. Ooh. He is his own star of guidance, navigating only by desire. Oh, rogue chariot. Rogue chariot. Okay, I like that. From that line, I want to say both people are ending what they're going through. Cool. Good. Good. Well, we saw that, but good. It's time to take charge of your own destiny. Cool. We saw that earlier. The stars are aligned for you to step into a greater personal power and to make real progress in your life's journey. But you need to keep your eyes on the road and not be distracted by trivial concerns. Things are speeding up. It's an exciting time with great potential for success. Come through. I did not feel like it was a bad thing, but let's see. Okay, so again, another ending. Dude, this spouted ending, this is, greater da-da-da-da-ish an ending. And the world fucking comes out, the biggest fucking ending. I mean, and it's a beautiful ending. I like this side of the world card. Okay, honey, this not so much. I like this part. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's about it. Completion. Beautiful fucking completion. Cycles are ending, bruh. Cycles are ending. Not cycles, but like this one anyway is ending. I want to say it's a sense of, I don't see, a sense of feeling. Like, okay. What's ending? The possessiveness, the energy where you're not in your place, the energy where you stepped off your lane, just like the Chariot said. The energy where you're like obsessive energy that's not really too helpful, energy where we've stepped off our own, where we've stepped off, what's ours, energy where masks and former selves are no longer working, and we're stepping into a new sense of self that works more for where we're going. Energies where we're finally letting go of things that we've been wanting to let go, and we're finally moving through those final pieces. And hopefully getting off the carousel ride. That's awesome. Completions of those things. That's beautiful. Entering into, that new world. Now this is, as a unit, that's nice. This is where people are growing up on their own because of their personal power. This is where people are coming into themselves. This is where you are on a journey. You are in this moment always living on that path that I was talking about earlier. And then I flipped to the death card, of course. Because mine are aching. Life has triumphed. The soul is renewed. Take a victory lap and get ready to start the next cycle. Gosh, no. Damn. I mean, I don't want to say that. Is it? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow, thank you. I have a really weird thing about like good readings. So, cool. This is really weird. So what this person, what you are letting go of, what you're moving away from is being the ultimate control freak. The emperor. The emperor is that man about his business. I feel like the emperor is like asexual in the way that he doesn't I don't think that's the word. Like he is like a plant. Like that's what I mean when I say asexual. I'm not talking about like human beings. I'm talking about like is that the word for the plant? A plant that can both be, or is not hermaphrodite, where a plant can both, but he's like not hermaphrodite. He has, to me, the emperor in this is like he is both the egg and the sperm, and he just has to like stand there and he produces life. Like he doesn't carry it like the empress. He doesn't like. He's like he's too busy to gestate. He's doing it, moving through life. Like, I'm the emperor. Get the fuck out of my way. Is that stone? Did you put it where it needs to go? Put it there. Like, he's, about his business. He's about his shit. And this is what this year letting go as it relates to this connection. This is what's coming to a close. Having to do things alone. Having to build a relationship empire alone. The emperor is the leader. He is up there. He is alone. This is truly letting go of control issues at its finest. This is allowing things to be what they need to be, and I like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Fuck. This is this man who is like, mean mugging. Don't come near my sticks. These are my sticks. I got this. Like, this is like not minor arcana emperor, but it's like, I mean, look at this guy. He's like, no, don't even try it. Like, this is mine. I'll do it alone. Like, he's standing alone. On this side, he has help. On this side, this lady here is being like, hey, come into my cave. I will take care of you. You're this guy, by the way. Okay? You are this guy. And this is the help. This is you allowing the situation to be in such a way that you allow yourself to get help and allow yourself to find help worthy of you leaving your post, your emperor post, your emperor mission, I'm gonna read that to you. Oh, would you be so kind as to fall in love with me? See. Allowing for you to be reached out to, for help to come to you. Your life force has been depleted by your hard work and fierce struggles. Ain't that the fucking truth? The emperor is tired, babe. He is burnt the fuck out. It must be restored. The seductive barefoot woman represents that primal force, and her cave is the womb of spiritual birth. Wasn't I saying how the emperor, he just kind of like produces babies and spawn, and he doesn't take time to gestate because he's like, no, go, let's do this. That type of energy, this, let's get there now, now. In relationships, letting that go, like letting that go. That's gonna be hard, right? Because we want security and stability and longevity. That's what the emperor wants. I like the emperor. He's it. He wants stability and longevity and that's what you want. But here it's like, man, you can't do that shit alone. You have to work with someone who wants that with you. And at that same token, you gotta follow the pace of both parties. You're not alone in a relationship. In love. There's two people. What's the message? I knew this shit was channeled as fuck. Anyway. The seductive barefoot woman represents that primal force, and her cave is the womb of spiritual rebirth. It's time to remove your armor. This armor is off in the reverse, okay? And he is hanging on, he is living on a prayer. He ain't got no, what is his actual armor here? Poor baby. It's time to remove your armor, lay down your defenses, and surrender to the purely animal need to feel alive in body and soul. And that's gonna be scary. And that's that heart transfer, that heart transplant. That shit takes time. This armor has been on you for so long. You think it's not molded to your body in some sort of way? You think it's not gonna be a little bit painful to take off and put on new clothes of silk? I don't know what she's got in her cave. But she doesn't have many clothes on. It's silky. But even the silkiest of cloth, like I was saying with the hearts earlier, the silkiest of cloth, if your skin is rough from this armor, that's still going to hurt a little bit until it doesn't. What's my point? This is what we're letting go of. That's what I asked. I asked, what is this person letting go of? And what is this person letting go of? This person is letting go of commitment. Or a lack of commitment, which is how I'm going to read it here. Because I saw this and I was like, what? Because this is togetherness. And by the way, okay, this is the same lady. She's busy, okay? Who knows what she got in that cave? Who knows what she has in that cave, girl? I don't know what she be doing. But she's doing it well. Yeah. We see the soldier's reward now. On the other side, he was fighting for something. A woman beckons him to enter the dark cave with her. She is the same woman who dances with the satyr in the Four of Wands. The staves the soldier has collected are proof to her of his prowess, and he has come to claim his prize. That's you. You're still him. You're still him. If anything, you also may have to let go of like some prize mentality, of like doing something for the sake of this person coming around to you in the way that you want them to. I don't know if he knows what's going on in that cave. I don't know if he knows what she's been into or whatever, because clearly she's busy. But yeah, I would say layered, letting go of wanting things in a certain way. And knowing that either way you're entering into a new phase, a phase of completion. This person is finished. He's entering into that cave, and Lord knows how he's going to come out, or what if he's going to come out, or what's going to happen to him on the inside. No idea. I could probably ask. I like to ask, but on this side, what the boo has to let go of, I asked, and the Four of Wands came out. B. I was like, excuse me? And it wasn't even this side. I was like, word? Excuse? Can I reshuffle? Nah, JK. This is what the boo needs to let go of. This lady looks clean on this side. She's been through some stuff between the Four of Wands and the set Nine of Wands as well. This is some warrior stuff. This person's been fighting. This person over here, not so much. I mean, just these people, even with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse on the couple side, this confirmed it for me, the lack of commitment, or lack of committing without having all the resources that they need. Again, this is things taking the shape of not what they thought it would take. Yeah. So maybe they would have preferred to have been able to have a Ten of Pentacles where they have their money and, you know, where they have their bag secured or their resources secured or their ego, their sense of self-worth, whatever. Their whatever, you know, the thing that is holding them back secured. Each pentacle could be, you know, a certain idea, a certain family life, not an idea, but a certain, like, very practical thing. Like, I would have preferred us to be in the same country, in the same state, in the same blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's weird. That's real extra. They're making a huge leap here. But this is, again, a sort of laying down of burdens. But in any case, when it comes to what they're completing is a sense of commitment. Or a fear of it. That's how I'm seeing that. And then I asked what, and then the Ten of Pentacles came in the reverse, and I don't know why anybody would want the Ten of Pentacles. Like what you would need to let go of is this Ten of Pentacles here. But when it comes to this energy, it's Pentacles are stability. And while Wands are multi-sources, they're not that stable. They're okay. I like my Wands and stuff, but it's almost like enjoying what you have the way you have it. Because these two, I mean, she's a human and he's a whole different being. Like, they're so different, and yet here they are enjoying each other's company. The ram and dove are symbols of lust and love, of aggression and peace. Both of these are booty cards. This lady. Both are needed if true passion is to be sustained. Oh. Of persistence and cooperation. This card isn't necessarily about relations. Remember that Wands is a suit of action. For something to succeed at its highest potential, it's important to celebrate it. Ceremony unites with passion. So what they would need, look at that. Who slipped out? The Ten of Cups. B. Like, I just feel like what they would need to let go of, which is what I was about to say, is not enjoying, or I guess denying themselves of this bond, or denying themselves of, I don't want to say union, like giving into happiness. I don't like when people make this, when they make this right, you know, like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's looking like, I mean, here, that what this person would have to let go of is not to say not acknowledging the connection, but they would have to let go of not acknowledging the connection and allow themselves to feel their happiness. Are you as blown away as I am? Like, they would need to not deny themselves that sort of elevation that they receive from this partnership. But again, with this Chariot in this direction, it's looking like they have to do that for themselves. And you have to rest. And you have to do your own thing. The power of love and its healing blessings are growing stronger with each passing day. Old hurts will be forgotten as new wonders fill your world with joy. Perhaps this is human love, or perhaps it's spiritual union with the divine. Love is love is love, whatever form it takes. All will be well. You can trust that with your whole heart. That's nice. Oh, hey, look at Seven of Swords at the top of the deck being like, hey, I haven't popped up in a while. This person may have to let go of their aversion to happiness. But I almost feel like they are doing that. Fucking here he comes out, the Five of Cups. I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this. Finally, now, he's not on the side that I would have liked to see him on, but I'm kind of glad. What I'm seeing here is someone who is denying himself happiness. This is, yeah. I mean, if the Three of Cups was in the upright, I mean, I guess it's the same, but I feel like this person is really denying themselves happiness. Yeah, they are. Thank you. They're, like, clarifier after clarifier after clarifier has come out. I don't want to give you some cockamamie bullshit of being like, oh, they have to let go of and leave. But, I mean, obviously the cards came out, but anyway, I'm not disrespecting readers who see that every time. But here, it's looking like they would have to let go of. Wow. There is some sadness in them acknowledging the connection. and them saying not so much that the connection hurts them or it sucks. It's just, it seems like not a stubbornness, but it seems like they don't. It's like they know, because this is happening in the day. It's like they know that they gotta let go of certain things. This mask has served them well. And they have to sort of say bye to an old identity of theirs and come into a new one. And that new one seems to involve you, B. Like, I mean, hello. Anything else? Oh my god, I'm so happy. I asked what's inside the cave, and the Ace of Pentacles came out. I was like, I am asking for trouble. I don't like asking such questions, because come through. A gift is inside. Go inside the fucking cave, man. Do it. Rest. Go inside the cave. Do what you need to do. Change hearts. Do it. The general good fortune indicated on the other side gets more specific here. This is an auspicious time to make investments with other people or take on business endeavors in partnership, cooperation, collaboration, or even just brainstorming with creative minds will open up new avenues of abundance for all concerned. Come through. I like that. Oh, wow. I was just thinking about the lovers and they like peeked their head out. I asked what's beyond the threshold here, and the sort of truth came out. Clarity, victory with that wreath and that eagle. So for the boo, crossing into that threshold, for you, letting go of what you need to let go. All the stuff that we've talked about. I don't even remember. I'm sure you don't. But it's 2 hours. You can rewind it. What's on the other side for you? By the grace of God, baby. We are here today. Blessed be. When you let go of what you need to let go and go into this cave of the control of the do what you need now. Do it. This pentacle, this glowing orb that you thought you lost when you dropped the ball. Quite honestly, quite metaphorically, quite literally, dropping this fucking glowing ass ball. It comes to you when you drop this energy. It comes to you inside the cave. This is that thing where you do the thing you're scared of doing the most. And that, on the other side of that, is what you are wanting the most. That's beautiful. I want to say you've done enough. You gotta let go, you're releasing, you're doing that, and there's some stuff coming through, and once you rest and go into this dark cave, and this dark cave, honestly, could be, this experience that you're going through, if it is that pain, blah, 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 blah. That struggle, that fight. The Emperor is always ready for fucking battle. He will take you on. And what he may have thought he lost in the battle is something that's going to come to him anew when he goes into the cave to rest. This is what's on the other side for you. Opportunity. Shit, maybe in the form of money, too. To me, I see the Ace of Pentacles as the beginning of something more solid. Which is really fucking nice after this ending. Like, ooh, thank you. For the boo, oh, B, can we just say a quick prayer? Thank you, Lord, for being with us right now in this here reading, humbling the Loose Lumiere channel with this beautiful message. Thank you so much. I pray this recording goes through. Okay? And whoever stuck this out, B, I hope this is for you. I hope this is for you. I pray and hope this is for you. Amen. I hope it resonated for you in some way, whether you are you or whether you are boo. Okay? Because either way, it's going to somewhere good. They got another ace. 2 fucking aces. I asked, what's across this threshold? This is how I read. I read tarot very differently. What's across this threshold? Once they do the thing that they're afraid of doing, once they do the thing that they need to let go, which is the fear of this sort of, I suppose, commitment. This fear of being happy in some way, emotionally. And risking a bit of instability. I mean, that's scary. That's really scary. Risking stability, risking the fact that you're of different cultures. That's scary. I don't take that lightly because that's tough. For some people, this is you're Muslim and one's Christian, and one of them is a devout Christian, and this is a devout Muslim. How did y'all meet? That's tough. That's really hard. But once that's sort of ended, which it looks like it's fucking ending. Once both parties take responsibility for that, this is, I mean, for the people that do take that, I'm hoping that this is those people that do, because like I said, there's two paths. Even here, there's two paths, but what I'm looking at here, what I've been shown here, is the beautiful fucking path where these people choose the right thing, and they do the hard things. And it's not hard as in, like, make it hard on purpose. It's just emotionally hard, moving through the darkness of being triggered and moving into a cave. Then you find this golden opportunity, this golden glowing ball, which is your pentacle from above. Yay. You know, the Emperor's hand here. Gifting you, if anything, maybe dropping down that, here you go, find me in the real world. And then this guy over here who finds clarity. This guy here who finds peace, who finds victory. Let me read this Ace of Swords to you so you can feel what I'm feeling. The meaning is much the same on this side, with the added affirmation that your undertaking will be a success. If you are boo, cross the threshold. Do it. The ego is far-seeing and will be with you as you proceed, providing clarity and empowerment. So, I'm going to end it there because I just don't know how much better it can get. Thank you so much for watching this experiential love reading about you and the boo. I suppose this could also apply to those who are single, because shit, why the fuck not? But obviously, I mean, it's too late for me to say that. As in single, as in, like, no romantic prospects. And by that, I mean no one you're actively interested in. Because my queens is slaying. Of course, they got people that want them. Okay. Anything else here that I'm missing? Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. I didn't want to mix my decks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who is this? Oh, this is Nube. Oh, look at Nunu on the bottom. She's shining. I love it. I love this deck. Thank you so much. You know who you are for gifting this. This is basically everything I've ever wanted in my life. At least in the past year. I just want so many Romance Angel decks around me. I want to have a bedsheet cover of all the Romance Angels. Even Unrequited Love. I like me some Unrequited Love. It hurts my heart sometimes to see it, but there it is. What I do want to know is this about the boo. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Interesante. Interesante. Queen of Cups. Her inner self. Lovers. Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The Hierophant. I mean, the High Priestess. This is basically the card saying, you fucking know, can you tell them? with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse on the booze side, I was curious, why is it reversed? I know it was affirming certain things for me, and for me intuitively, it was kind of saying the fear of commitment and all those other things, because it also came up on the commitment side of the Ten of Pentacles, where these two young lovers, the woman from the Nine of Pentacles and her, you know, I don't even know what the guy looks like. This random man from the tower who she's been sending messages to, and he, her, unbeknownst, across the lands and seas, they present themselves to, assuming her father, and he's giving them his blessing. And we also see that his chair is old, and so he's basically carrying the baton to them, being like, now you have this kingdom, you have these. I fucking love the Ten of Pentacles. It's just everything. And I love my vice versa deck. Like, fucking Jesus Christ, thank you so much for blessing me with this. When did I get this deck? I think I got this. Yeah, I definitely got this for myself if I needed to. So I was wondering, like, why was it in reverse? I just wanted a little bit more clarification on that. And the first card to come out was the Queen of Cups. This is the Boo. The Boo has been through some things. And they've been through things. I mean, everybody has, let's face it. But they're not just, even though there could be a connection there, they are a wounded person también as well. They are, look at this, look at how faded these guys are. They're so perfect to me. And look at how just brand new these are. Like, oh wait, girl, this is my old deck. My old deck is looking brand new. This is the new deck. Oh, look at that. The gilded all came off. They sure did used to be gilded. Girl, that's all over my hands now. I'm gonna run you ragged too. You are mine now. This Queen of Cups is a woman who will continue loving, but she's been hurt. She's seen some pain, but she'll keep on loving. But she's timid and shy and scared, am I, to face a world of men. Totally unprepared am I of things beyond my ken. I need someone strong, older and wiser, telling me what to do. You are 17, going on 18, I'll depend on you. So all this could be you as well, looking to you for guidance, or them seeing that the Ten of Pentacles is what they could lose in terms of the Queen, you looking away from them as the thing that, they were losing before. This could be why the Ten of Pentacles was in reverse, in that, no, I don't want to lose what could have been, what could be my, she's gorgeous, what could be my happiness, what could have been my longevity. Where truly in their minds, I know someone once said this to me, guess who, where they said, so someone might say, I don't see myself getting married ever, but if I was to get married, it would be to you. This is kind of like that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, where it's like, man, like, I don't want to lose that, because it looks like I'm losing her. You, the Queen. Again, alternatively, this is also someone who's been hurt. This is someone who's been through some things. I can read that to you. I think it's actually a very beautiful passage. You have to decipher the shit out of these cards, the court cards, but they do the job. I need someone older and wiser. The Queen sits under the star-strewn night sky. And they all came out in the upright, so I can read them all. This Queen has known heartbreak and loss, but rather than retreating into a shell, she has chosen to stay open to beauty and love, and to let pain transform into compassion. Dwell she does on And with the sea, she is attuned to the tides and to the moon that commands them. Her dreams go deep, and she is often dream-bound long after awakening. A great blue heron, the biggest... skip that stuff. The biggest secret this loving queen may keep is that she would be just fine on her own if she wanted to be. Wow. Shit, that's deep. That's scary about that Queen of Cups. She can be all about you and then be like... My friend Queen of Swords taught me this. Bye, Felicia. Cut you off. What I see here is someone who, again, has gone through some things. Who, even though they may have gone through some things or seen some things, some people go through things, and they have these unknown fears or intangible fears, or whatever the fuck this person's been through. Sorry. They're still considering extending a cup. But also with that Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, they don't want someone who may extend their cup elsewhere as a result of the pain that the boo may have inflicted. Additionally, with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse comes the Lovers, okay, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. All majors. All majors. So this Ten of Pentacles is a heavy Ten of Pentacles, which makes sense. But this Ten of Pentacles is a heavy Ten of Pentacles because it carries the energy of not only a court card, but a lot of fucking, like, all majors. So this is something that could take a while. This is the Lovers. So again, it goes back to, I don't want to lose Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who I could see a future with. Someone who I've actually I can see a future with. I don't want to lose that necessarily. This person who I feel such a strong bond to. But here also, I like to look at the Lovers as the choice and how they have chosen, or they're wanting to choose, you. Oh, it's so weird to say that. Sorry. How they're wanting to choose the you. Because here it's in the upright. They've chosen each other. In the reverse, that's a different story. They haven't chosen, or they haven't chosen yet, or they haven't chosen you. This is that connection. This is that attraction. So even with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, reminds me of finances in reverse, where they've put this stuff down. They've put these other things down to pause and think about the connection and what their next move is going to be. Excuse me, with the Hierophant. I mean, the Hierophant to me is like fucking marriage. That's that dude. He's structures. So here, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse as well, I like to think of it as a renewal. It's where I dump my old cup of pentacles and I fill it up with a new cup of pentacles, just like the you is going through with the heart, rubbing on the heart, where their old ideas, the things that they thought they wanted for themselves in their life, they have to now think of them anew. They have to now, in that freer self, in that gestational period, in that shedding skin period, where they're choosing which mask to wear in the next, story, the clarity, is where the boo wants, he has to think of a different way and how to maintain certain structures around him to have some sense of stability, because Ten of Pentacles is stability AF, but having some sense of stability with a new way of thinking, with this baby side of the vice versa. I fucking love this deck, I swear. It's just everything I've ever wanted. I'm just happy. Life is treating me well in this moment. Today was such a shit day. It wasn't like the worst day in the world, but like it was just like Luce is not as well as she would like to be. And this reading was so nice. For everybody who this is hitting for, I wish you everything that I've said here. The rigidity of the other side has given way to the freedom of thought and possibility. Come through. You've gone beyond merely questioning the precepts of religion. Now you are ready to challenge them or rebel against them. If this isn't a situation where religious teachings are relevant, think of another situation in which you are being held back by thou shalt and reconsider your actions. I do feel like this person, the boo, is making some sort of choice. And they're using their intuition to make this choice. We have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess here. They are going to make the choice that they feel is best for them in the moment. For their life. If that's choosing you, then that's what they think is best for them at the moment. If that's not choosing you, that's what they think is best for them in the moment, and they're allowed to do that. I mean, what it's looking like here from all the other cards, you know. But what I want to say here for the boo is they're looking at their options, not options, but they're trying to figure out what is the right decision for them, because certain things are turning around for them. This is serious. When your old ways of thinking have to be broken and moved around and shuffled in order to accommodate this new thing, that takes time. That takes a while for you to get to a point where you're okay with moving what you've believed in all your life. You know? But luckily, it looks like they're not alone now. Everybody is facing away from us. Okay? So, I just feel like there's a lot of, so this needs to take its time, obviously. And it sucks if you're you and you're like, oh, okay, they're coming. And it's like, yeah, but this is going to take some time. And they kind of need to be allowed that space to figure themselves out. With the High Priestess, if you'd like to look at that. You've passed through challenging initiation tasks and have been admitted to the inner temple. Take some time to reflect upon what you've recently learned. Sit with any fear until it dissolves away. The 2 keys of knowledge are now yours for the taking. The gold key of worldly matters and the silver key of mystical matters. You have proven yourself worthy of the mysteries. I don't know. This could be they need to follow their intuition and they know what they're doing and they need to trust in themselves and to sit with, again, what they're afraid of and to sit with, you know, all those things, the masks and blah, 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 blah. And make a choice from truth. Okay? And that's their gift. Clarity and victory. Yay. It's awesome. This Page of Swords keeps looking at me. Get away from me. And then I flip to this person being freed. But then also, like I said, this is typically a card when I'm just like doing shuffling and it's like loose. You're okay, like you're doing it right. She's nice to me sometimes. It took a while. Anyway, the Lover is here. While this card does indicate a significant relationship, the symbols emphasize the idea of choice and seeing things through another's eyes while making that choice. Oh wow, I never thought of that. The lovers step toward each other across the hot, cracked ground. It really is hot and cracked. If you are faced with a choice, know that it will be easier if your significant other understands and supports that decision. If that doesn't fit for you, have an internal dialogue with your shadow self to gain clarity about your choices, which is exactly what she's talking about, being like, sit with that shit that you don't want to sit with. So, what I'm seeing in my mind is that boredom card. For you to ignite and excite this thing is to not push against this person. I think that was Dominion or something. I don't remember. But not push and allow this person, man, the space and time they need to figure themselves out, and you keep living your best life. Because they got a lot of thinking to do. They got a lot of splaining to do. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. If you enjoyed this reading, cool. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I was just talking to myself for a good 2.5 hours. That's fun. It was fun, though. It was nice to play and break in the new romance angels, welcome them to the family, and play with the vice versa tarot a little bit more. My tarot is getting a little bit better, right? And also work with the Eros Oracle to help. Thank you for helping. You were really great. Next time, we'll see what happens in the next in-depth experiential love reading. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you on the flip side. Keep your light on, and good luck.